Here is the most dangerous thing about the way your practice loses money. It is completely silent. When a patient has a bad visit, you hear about it. They leave a review, they tell the front desk, they fill out the survey, you get a signal, and you can fix it. The entire quality system in your practice is built on one assumption, that when something goes wrong, someone tells you. But the biggest leak in your practice never tells you anything. Think about the patient who called at 9 at night, got your voicemail, and hung up. She did not leave a message. She did not send an angry email. She did not post a 1-star review that said nobody answered. She just quietly dialed the next practice on the list and became their patient instead. From your side of the desk, nothing happened. The phone did not ring in a way you would remember. There is no record, there is no complaint, there is only silence. And silence reads as success. That is the trap. Every morning you look at a schedule that is reasonably full, patients who are mostly happy, a team that is working hard, and everything looks fine. Because the only patients you can see are the ones who got through. You are staring at the survivors, the ones who hit voicemail, who got a busy signal at the morning rush, who called after hours and reached nobody. They are not in your data. They are not in the room. You never hear about them, so you never count them. So as far as your gut is concerned, they do not exist. Let me put a rough shape on the silence. Most practices miss somewhere between 1/4 and 1/3 of their inbound calls. Roughly half of the calls that actually matter come in outside business hours. So on any given day, a meaningful slice of the people who wanted to give you money reached a dead end, and not one of them told you. The feedback loop that protects every other part of your practice is broken here, by design, because a missed call does not generate a signal. It generates nothing. This is why owners are so often blindsided at year end. The marketing spend went up, the effort went up, everyone worked hard, and the growth did not match. Not because anyone failed at their job, because the failure was invisible. You cannot manage what you cannot see, and you cannot see the patient who never got through. So the first move is not a new marketing campaign. It is turning the silence into a number. That is what Rosey does before she does anything else. She makes the invisible visible. She sits on the inbound line as the first contact and answers inside 2 rings, every time, day or night. The 9 p.m. caller, the lunchtime rush, the returning patient she knows by number. She qualifies them against your real protocols, books them on your live calendar, anchors the deposit, and sends the confirmation. And every one of those calls, the ones that used to vanish without a trace, becomes a line you can read. She is a lifelike automation, not a chatbot. She catches the ones you were never going to hear about. And that changes what you actually know about your own practice. Suddenly, after-hours demand is not a guess. It is a report. The morning rush overflow is not a vibe. It is a count. You stop running the practice on the survivors and start running it on the whole picture. Here is the uncomfortable takeaway. The patients you never hear about are not a small problem hiding at the edges. In a lot of practices, they are one of the largest sources of lost revenue, and they are lost precisely because they are quiet. The leak survives because it does not scream. It just drips silently into your competitor's schedule. You have spent years listening carefully to the patients who complain. It is time to find out about the ones who never said a word. And if you run a 7-figure metaesthetic or specialty practice, that silent number is the biggest one on your books. Request an intake leak audit at thethinkingrobot.com and get the number your silence has been hiding. Or talk to Rosey at 720-776-1664.